Okay, football fans, turn the excitement up and turn your volume down because tonight on NCTV5, we'll be bringing you the live broadcast of the Patrick Henry Patriots at home taking on the visiting Liberty Center Tigers. Well, Jim, it don't get no better than this. I tell you, there's big events in a person's life like weddings and a birth of a child or a graduation. But this is kickoff time, and it's Tigers and the Patriots. Taken there by Moeller, up across the 25, across the 30, carries three more tacklers, and all the way up to the Liberty Center 40-yard line. Nice return. Kevin Moeller carrying about three tacklers, about 12 yards. Liberty Center will take over, 1st and 10. Patrick Henry won the toss and deferred their decision until the second half. Well, Jim, it's going to be a battle of the young Tigers against the home team Patriots. Patriots with quite a few of their players back, although their two wideouts are gone. But on defense, they're bigger than Liberty Center. Yeah. And a veteran group for Patrick Henry. Tigers line up with the wing to the left. Here's Obermeyer on a keeper and picks up maybe a yard on the play.
Yeah, no question about it, Spike. This shapes up to be just a wonderful matchup here tonight, and the Patriots do look very formidable across the line of scrimmage. Big, tall boys, nobody fat out there. But as you said to set the game, high school football doesn't get any better than this. Both these teams are undefeated, and they aim to settle a lot here tonight. The bragging rights for Henry County.
All right, both teams undefeated in NWOL as well as overall. Moeller, the wing on the left in the backfield. It is a give to Westhoven off the right side, breaks a tackle. He's at the 40, the 35, the 30, the 15. He makes a cut there to the 20, the 10, to the 5, 3, 2, 1. What a run! It's a Tiger touchdown on the second play from scrimmage. A 58-yard burst off the right side. And I tell you what, sports fans, that was vintage Troy Westhoven there. Made about 3 cuts, broke 4 tackles, a great move at the 10-yard line, and into the end zone. 56 seconds gone, and Liberty Center establishes a 6-0 lead.
Oh, that was beautiful, Spike. Just a wonderful run and a very intelligent run by Westhoven. There were a couple of defenders that had the angle on him right down there, but he danced and stopped and cut and made a miss. And wow, 6 points for the Tigers right out of the blocks. Every Tiger fan is just loving this.
Couldn't have been better said, Jim. Tigers will line up, going for a 2-point conversion. The Parasini brothers split out wide to the right. In motion, Nick Parasini. Now they're giving the backfield. Westhoven, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. Boy, Jim, that's huge. You know, that's shades of Patrick Henry offense from a few years ago, where they would forego the 1-point kick and always go for 2. And that plays such a huge part in a game when you can come up with those huge 2-point conversions.
Oh, yeah, and how about winning the toss and deferring, Spike, and then giving up a score in just a couple plays? Man, that's got to be demoralizing, but there's a lot of football to play, and both of these offenses can put points up. This is going to be the Westhoven show on the running game. And Liberty Center's Westhoven, that being Troy Westhoven, has already set the stage.
Yeah, Westhoven comes into the game with about 570 yards rushing, averaging 8.5 a game, while Mitch Westhoven, relation, comes in averaging about 7.5 yards per carry. Mitch also known as a good wide receiver. According to the papers, both coaches admit that Mitch might be a little faster, but of course, when you see Troy Westhoven run the football.
Yeah, well, that's my kind of speed, the way he ran that touchdown run, because it was smart, intelligent running. He was in control all the way and was able to put it into the end zone, which is where it's at, Spike.
Yeah, well, you know, and Troy has this gift of being able to take hits, but yet he keeps his balance so well after he breaks a tackle. Now the kickoff by Leatherman, low spinner, taken on the 22, returns straight ahead, and mobbed underneath a host of Tiger tacklers.
A little bit about the pregame, Spike, the pregame hype about this game. Both coaches kind of thought that Well, the heroes of yesteryear are gone, and now we're into this season, and the dominating line play by the Tigers the last few years. They've had to reload, and of course we've seen them grow every week, Spike.
All right, Patriots now come out with a wide out to either side, 2 setbacks in the backfield. Unbalanced line to the left. Here's the give right off tackle, and that's Westover. No, wait a minute. Number 6, Boyer. Boyer only 5'7", 150 pounds, but as you saw there, a quick burst off the right side, and that gained good for about 7 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Ball is on the 37-yard line. 10:31 to go here in the opening quarter. Liberty leads at 8-0. Here's the give off this side to Westoven. He's met right there. We'll try to get the...
Strayer, 26.
Westoven also in there. Westoven also on the hit. They stopped Mitch Westoven short of the first down. We'll give him about 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Patrick Henry's Flick, a junior quarterback, thrust into it midway in the season last year when Ryan Smith was hurt. Now with some experience under his belt. He's got a good live arm. 23 out of 45 for about 300 yards this year. Uh-oh.
That'll cost him 5, and that'll hurt, Spike. Number 9 out there. Is that Geldy?
Yeah, Geldy, the wide receiver on the wide side to Patrick Henry's side, jumped.
Clearly missed the count. He was halfway down the field ready to get out there for a pass, and 5 yards cost right here could play big.
Oh, yeah, instead of 3rd and 1, 3rd and 6, definitely changes your options from the offensive point of view. Straight ahead on the draw play, nothing doing, baby! In on the hit, I believe we've got Carter. Yeah, Neil Carter, number 58 on the initial stop. Woo! And with 9.5 minutes to go in quarter number 1, Liberty Center's defense holds, thanks in a great part to Patrick Henry's penalty. It'll be 4th and 5, ball on just across the 35-yard line. I believe that's Mitch Westoven back there in punt formation. Good snap. Gets off a high booming kick. Fair catch called for and let go by Nick Parasini. Ball takes a Patrick Henry roll and all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, well, that was wind aided. That was a nice punt. He got his foot into it good, but then pretty good breeze behind him. So Tigers difficult field position. I recall their first possession, they took over on the 40 after a run back by Kevin Moeller. So anyway, we'll see some Tiger offense here now, Spike, but a wonderful start for the Tigers.
Well, so far so good. It'll be a game of big plays, and it's going to be won, you know, by the big breaks. A 50-yard punt there by Westoven. Overmeyer under center, gives straight ahead to Westoven. Westoven off left guard. He's going to pick up about 2 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. In there for Liberty Center, we've got Carter at guard.
Lucas Bodenbender was on the block right there. He's out there.
Bodenbender, one of the tackles. Now the Tigers changing their offensive set. Number 21, Babcock, coming out, and Moeller coming out, the wingback. They're going to bring in the Parasini brothers for wideouts to either side. Kyle, number 9, on the far side of the field. Nick to the short side here. Now Nick in motion. Nick Parasini with the ball, tries to turn the corner. He's got a little bit of running room, and he picks up about, we'll call it 4 or 5 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down, and Liberty Center is going to be looking at about, we're going to call it 3rd down and about 6 yards to go. Now Babcock checks back in for Liberty Center. Babcock lining up at a tight end on that left side. We've got Matt Leininger, the center. Here it gives to Westoven, following the block of Zeider. He's got a little bit of room, gets out across the 25-yard line, and it's going to bring up Jim, a gain of about 5 on the play.
Yeah, a scant 2 yards.
Yeah, it's going to be about 4th and a short 2. Ball just across the Liberty 25-yard line. Now into the teeth of the wind. Liberty Center is going to be forced into a probable punt situation. Back deep is Mitch Westhoven. Patrick Henry with a lot of linebackers in there guarding against a fake. And a good end-over-end kick considering into the wind. Ball come down and hit the cover man, Overmeyer. Well, flag on the play. Yeah, I'm not sure what the call is. As long as no receivers in the area, I think you've got a right to. Well, we'll have to wait.
Shake out as a good defensive stand for the Patriots, and now they take over with good field position. So after a series under their belt, now they'll probably show us something that we haven't seen, and certainly they don't want any penalties. You know, penalties when the teams are pretty evenly matched, that can really stuff things.
All right, Patrick Henry, the wide out to either side of the field. Or no, two wide outs to the wide side. Gives straight ahead on a draw play. Big hit there, penetration by number 26, Strayer.
Didn't Bodenbender get a piece of it?
Strayer from his linebacker spot had some great penetration.
64 got an arm on it too.
That would have been Lucas Bodenbender, that's true. Gain of a short yard. We're going to still call it 2nd down and 10. Ball just over the 50-yard line into Tiger territory. Boyer and Westhoven in the backfield. Flick under center, wide out to either side. Here's the pass, quick over there, caught, but great coverage by Tim Myers, if you will. Last week there was a few boo-boos made, and I apologize to all the Myers' family. Albeit Rob, a great football player in his own right, but that was about 50 years ago.
Yeah, just a 3-yard gain, Spike, so that's going to leave them with a 3rd and 6, but they do have a completed pass.
All right, Patrick Henry looking at another 3rd and 6, as in the last series. Straight drop back by Flick, pump fakes, throws out there wide and overthrown, incomplete. Coverage out there by Salmi and Westhoven. Well, Liberty Center, Jim, with wind at Patrick Henry's back, will probably be receiving another punt here. Patrick Henry has to be, actually the wind at their back in 2 series has to be rather disappointed. They haven't really been able to move the football at all.
Yeah, that's true. We got a good look at the quarterback this last series, and he does throw a nice pass. He rolls out, and big, strong boy that can really fling that ball. So we'll see if the Tiger pressure or the coverage can keep it going.
Tigers with it. Oh, it's a fake. It's an option fake to Westhoven down the sideline, and he's very close to a 1st down. We're going to look and see just where he went out of bounds at. But Patrick Henry Patriots stole a play right out of the Tiger playbook there, a la option style football.
Yeah, he did that. Was hiked to the short man, and then it was lateral from there. So that was a little razzle-dazzle. Got him the 1st down.
Well, Bill Inselman's done a good job over there at Patrick Henry. 57 and 34 in his career, 626 winning percentage. Well,
timeout, Spike.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, in Patrick Henry's position, that was probably a good call because they've got Liberty pinned deep, and they've got the wind at their back, and they already trail 8-0. They know that they can't afford to get behind by 2 scores, and they obviously need to use the wind when they can.
Yep. You know, Spike, one thing about this game is we begin to read and study on it. Both coaches made it very evident they weren't going to hold anything back. You know, a lot of times Tiger offense or whatever will stay a little guarded in what they like to show, but each team wants to win this game. I mean, it means computer points, it means league standings, and to preserve that unbeaten record. So we're going to see anything and everything the Tigers have.
Okay, while we've got this timeout, we'll go down through our list of business sponsors here, and many thanks to them, of course. We've got Miller Brothers Trucking with Skip Miller, Holgate Metal Fab with Jeff Spangler, Dave's Auto Service with Dave Perry, Liberty Products with Terry Bowers. Now back to the game. Patrick Henry now after that little razzle-dazzle on 4th and 6 come up with a first down, and now they've got the ball on Liberty Center's 38-yard line, wide out to either side. Straight drop back, three-step drop, the lob out there, and a great play by Nick Parasini! Parasini was stride for stride with Geldy, and at the last second when it looked like Geldy was going to gather it in, Parasini snaked an arm up through there and tipped it away. Great, but Jim, you just can't play a better defensive back than that.
Oh, I know, and the quarterback did his part. He laid it in there, and they were both cuffing around for that ball, but perfect defense.
All right, now the Patriots come to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10, wide out to either side. Here's the give to Westhoven, second back through, and he's hit right then and there by Strayer and Neil Carter. A negligible gain. Well, we'll give him on the roll forward, we'll give him about 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7, ball right at midfield on the Liberty Center 35-yard line. 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first quarter for Patrick Henry to use the advantage of the wind at their back. Look for the air to be filled with footballs now. Tight end on the left side. Here is the give to Westhoven, second back through, slowed down, and finally brought down by some great pursuit. Strayer, Westhoven, Babcock, Leatherman all in there, but Jim, that play was made right off the back. We had somebody knife through there and forced Westhoven to belly out a little farther, and that allowed the
pursuit
to get there, right.
Yeah, no question. That excellent line play by the Tigers, and both coaches felt that line play would be a huge factor in this game, but Tigers right there when they needed to be this time.
All right, Patrick Henry realizing they're in 4-down territory. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and 8 at the 36. 4-step drop, back to throw, lobs it out there, and caught. Yep, caught down there on the sideline.
First down.
Flick threw it high, and it was number 15.
Markins.
Yep, Markins went high to pull that thing in. Well, that's the second time, Jim, on this series that Patrick Henry's converted on 4th down. This drive started at the 50-yard line. Ball now, we're going to call it the 26-yard line.
Boy, that Markins is a big target, Spike.
Yeah, they're a big team. Patrick Henry grows them big over here. Here's the give straight ahead. No, it's the option play with Flick around the right side. He's got running room, and a peel there by
Myers.
Tim Myers on a hit, brought him down, but a big gain for Patrick Henry. We're going to give him about 7 on the play. It'll bring up, no, about 8. It'll bring up 2nd down and 2. And here, now that Patrick Henry's getting that passing game in gear, they're very dangerous on 2nd and short.
Yeah, that's true, because you just don't know what they're going to do, and that's precisely why the coaches mix it up. Now, you see this Markle goes from side to side, Spike.
Yeah, to the wide side of the field normally. Here is the give to Boyer. He's got running room, stays on his feet all the way down to the 11-yard line. About a 6-yard gain for Patrick Henry, and it's their 3rd consecutive first down.
All right, LC. Let's go, LC.
We're going to give him 5 on the play. Ball spotted at the 12. We're going to call it about the 12, maybe 13-yard line. Patrick Henry staying with the 2 wide out, 2 back set. And a flag on the play. Liberty Center may have jumped off sides.
Henry's got the Tigers on their heels on this drive, Spike. They've had some real good offense play calling, but as you pointed out, they went for it twice on 4th downs and made it. So they are pulling the stops out, and they're down there banging on the door right now.
1st and goal now on the 8-yard line for Patrick Henry. Or 1st and 5 on the 8, excuse me. Here's the give to Westhoven. Not much running room, but a great cut after being hit. That was either Strayer or Carter.
I don't know who got him.
But he was met at the line of scrimmage. But it was a great cut once he was hit, and that picked him.
You're getting close.
Yeah, got about 3 yards.
About on the 4.
On the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 2 on the 5-yard line. Patrick Henry staying with that same formation. And gives straight ahead, a gain of maybe 2 on the play. That's going to be very close to 1st down yardage.
I believe Kyle Leatherman met him at the line of scrimmage, and Stuffed him.
Now he's going to be short by about 2 feet. It'll be third and
Good defense.
about 2 feet to go with the ball inside the 4-yard line. Well, the Tigers are seeing the kind of the same style of offense, wide open with many targets, many different options, as they did last week against Evergreen. Now flick under center, gives straight ahead to Boyer. He dives ahead, and I believe he's got enough yardage for the first down, but he'll be short of the goal line. It appears to be 1st and goal at about the 1. Yeah, maybe the 1.5-yard line.
Dig in, D. You can do it. Come on now.
Boy, you got to love these Tigers. Patrick Henry's had the ball on the goal line here for a long time. And Tigers say, hey, if you're going to get this, you're going to earn it. And, of course, we can hope for a turnover.
Well, that's right. 1 minute and 41 seconds. It'd be kind of nice to see Liberty kind of hold these guys out if they can run the clock out. Now to give to Westoven. He's got running room. Hit. And in for the touchdown. Westoven on Westoven there, but Mitch had enough impetus to get into the end zone, and it's an 8-6 score with 1.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, when they got a first down on the 2-yard line, that's just awful hard to keep those guys out. I mean, they just keep coming at you and so forth, but I think we're in for a football game, Spike. That's evident.
No question about it, Jim. Well, the Patriots trailing 8-6, come out in the point after kick formation. A little bit different from their past years. Spot is up, or spot is down, kick is up, and it splits the uprights. And with 1.5 minutes to go in quarter number 1, it's Liberty Center 8, Patrick Henry 7. Now to get the rest of our sponsors here, we've got the Mid-Am Bank in Liberty Center, KK Collision in Liberty with Kyle Kern, LR Babcock Plumbing and Heating in Napoleon with Bill Tiplady and Danny Brown, Davis Farm Services with Karen Davis, Pisanello's Pizza with Craig and Sherry Myers. They feature their $4.95 buffet from 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday and 4 to 8 Monday through Thursday. Also, the Henry County Bank in Henry County, B.A. Miller and Sons Trucking in Liberty Center, the Dugout with Steve and Catherine Parasini, Dave's Running Shop in Delta, Swanton Welding with Norm Zeider, Speece Trailer Court with Rick Speece there in Liberty Center, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Bob and Marge Jurassics, and also we've got the Liberty Hardware with Randy and Velma Hall and the Liberty Center Athletic Boosters for their added support. Now for the parents, we've got Louie Miller, Mary Beth Collins, and Chester and Nola Short with Chad for their son, grandson, and brother, John Collins. Now the Patrick Henry kickoff, high end over end kick, comes down at about the 9-yard line. Nick Parasini straight up the middle. He's got running room. Oh, and brought down. Number 33 tripped and fell in his way. Parasini with a great return all the way out to the 34-yard line. It'll be a first down for Liberty Center right there. Okay, we also have Uncle Rick and Aunt Rhonda Miller for their nephew, Neil Carter. Also Carl and Cheryl Carter for their son, Neil. We've got Mike and Linda Simbola backing their son, Brad. Greg and Deb Westhoven with family Lynn, Katie, and Sean, along with Grandpa Kip and Grandma Cecilia for Troy Westhoven. Jenny Parasini for brothers Nick and Kyle. Now the Tigers on first down, give it to Moeller on an inside wingback reverse. And that's just the spot of the ball. Fans wanted a face mask, but nothing doing there. Tigers are going to gain about 2 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Also, we've got Tom and Cindy Overmeyer for their son, Scott. All wishing their sons good luck for the season here with Liberty Center Tigers. Excuse me. Clock under a minute now. Liberty 2nd and 8, ball on their own 36-yard line. Nick Parasini split out wide to the right. Kyle Parasini in the slot. Liberty Center with a tight end on the left side. 2 backs in the backfield, Zeider and Westhoven. Nick Parasini in motion. Here's a drop back by Overmeyer. Throws it deep. He's got Strayer just over the outstretched hands. Incomplete. Boy, oh boy. Jim, I tell you what. when you're Overmeyer and he's rolling to the wrong, not his wrong side, but his weak side,
Yeah.
because he's right-handed, he really laid out a beauty there.
Oh, he put it right where it needed to be. A little underthrown, and that ball would have been intercepted, so he got her out there. We just needed another step out of Strayer, and Tigers would have hung up a quick one. But Tigers are going to get the wind at their back in just 30 seconds here.
All right, 3rd down and 8. Tigers may not be able to take advantage of it here, although if they can let the clock run out, if they are forced to punt, obviously, it certainly help them. Now here's the give to Westhoven off the left side. Westhoven rambling forward, carrying a tackler across the 40 and out to about the 42. It'll be about, we're going to call it a 6-yard gain. It'll be 4th and 2.
Go for it.
And now the Tigers are going to be aided here because the clock can run out, and then they'll have the quarter to decide, with the wind at their back, mind you, what they want to come out with.
Right out, see.
Certainly Rex Lindgren, as I've said many times, if he's within 70 yards of the goal line, that's considered 4-down territory. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, in a rock'em sock'em game between two of the biggest rivals you've ever seen this side of the Mississippi, it's Liberty Center 8 and Patrick Henry 7. Go, Strayer back in punt formation. Patrick Henry really playing, they got 4 linebackers and 2 other guys all set waiting for some kind of fake. Strayer not choosing to fake at all, gets off a very short punt off the side of his foot, and not being able to take advantage of the wind, that punt goes out of bounds at about the 45-yard line of Patrick Henry. Now Liberty Center's advantage is gone as far as field position goes. And Patrick Henry will take over. Ball resting on their own 44-yard line.
Well, the Tigers need a real tough defensive stand right here, right now, right out of the blocks here, Spike.
All right, some of your defensive linemen, we've got Matt Leininger, number 51, Brad Simbola, number 70. Neil Carter, defensive end over on the other side. Here's the give straight ahead to Boyer, and Boyer goes nowhere. In on the hit. Yep, number 70, Brad Simbola, as he manhandled his
Good job, defense.
as his blocker, just barreled through him and was there to hit Boyer in the backfield.
Overmeyer now in for Simbola. And nickel back.
Ah, yes, all right. Simbola comes out. Scott Overmeyer in there. We've got Salmi, Tim Myers, Overmeyer, and Babcock in there as defensive backs. Tigers with 3 linebackers. 4 men on the line. Here's a quick out over there to Marcus. And at the 50, caught. Gain of about, we're going to call it 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 4 for Patrick Henry. Well, the Tigers going with the more or less a pro set defense there, Jim, the 4-3-4.
Yeah, they're respecting the passing attack that they know Patrick Henry brings to this game.
Well, Flick came into the game with 3 interceptions and no touchdown passes,
I did notice
but they played, they had an easy schedule, a cream puff schedule to this point, so they didn't have to show the pass. So tonight, we're getting it full blown. Here's a give to Westhoven, slowed up in the backfield, and hit and brought down. Number 21, Babcock on a big play. But we can't forget Neil Carter and his great penetration from the defensive end spot. He forced Westhoven to belly out deeper, and who was there but number 21
Good job, Jeremy.
to wipe him out. Babcock with a big hit and a loss of about 3 on the play. It'll be 4th down and 7 for Patrick Henry. Patrick Henry now with the
Let's go.
wind in their face. The wind seems to have slowed down a little bit, but still a factor.
A fake the last time they were in this punt situation. He's going to punt it.
Westhoven gets off a wobbly spiral. Parasini there to make the fair catch call. Jim, that took some guts because that ball was tailing away from him.
That's true.
And Parasini went ahead and grabbed it.
Yeah. Well, you know, the last punt he elected fair catch signal, and then he didn't field it. And they got a good bounce and maybe cost him 6 or 8 yards. So he probably maybe got some instruction that if you can catch it, you
Yeah,
get on that thing and
yeah.
catch it.
Yeah, he may have got the where to and the what for. All right, nevertheless,
Good defensive stand by our Tigers.
that's right. Tigers needed that one. Tigers come out now with Moeller in the wing to the left. Tight end on either side, 2 setbacks, Zeiter, Westoven. Here's the give to Westoven. Great penetration, good cut back across the green, and a pickup of 5 yards for Liberty Center. Well, that time he was out there behind Zeiter's block, but great penetration forced Westoven to make a cut, and that cut across the green gave him 5.
Yeah, that first guy actually got some jersey spikes, so if Troy wouldn't have been as strong as we know him to be, they might have planted him for a loss, but he struggled for a good gain there.
All right, now the Parasini brothers, Nick and Kyle, number 7 and number 9 respectively, into the game. Out is Babcock and Moeller. Tigers with the unbalanced line, tight end on the right. Now we got a flag on the play. We are going to assume
Count them
4,
up.
5,
They
6,
look like
7.
They got a lot of them there.
Too many men on the field.
Well, nobody's left yet.
I call illegal substitution is what the
I see.
press box comes across. He might have come in too late when the team was set.
I see.
I didn't see it, but that could have been.
I believe I would have to concur with that. All right, Tigers now with a 2nd and 1 with the ball directly at midfield, or directly in the middle of the field on the 30-yard line. Wide out to either side. Motion man Westoven going hard to the right. Overmeyer straight ahead. Oh, there might be a face mask. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Rack it up. They got it. A stinking yellow flag came in there, but that time it was for the good.
Yeah. Spike, we've looked at least 3 penalties against the Patriots here tonight, and that's been tough on them. Now, right here, it was a short distance for a first down, so likely the Tigers were going to get their first down, but, you know, you just can't make mistakes. You get referees throwing those flags on you, and they start marking the ball off, and it can cost you.
Well, and we've got to mention the versatility of senior quarterback Scott Overmeyer. Scott, first year starting a quarterback, has came in and has actually done a tremendous job.
Oh, he has.
He's a threat to run. He's a threat to throw. He's quick. He's smooth. And right there showed his grit by taking a center quarterback sneak for 2 yards up the middle. Westoven in motion going right. Here is the give to Zeiter coming off tackle. He's got running room all the way up to midfield, a gain of 9 yards. Well, Liberty Center with a new wrinkle. They put Westoven in motion going to the right and gave it to Zeiter coming the other way.
Yeah, I think that was Zeiter's first carry tonight, and he made the most of it. You know, you were mentioning about Scott Overmeyer. Also has very excellent judgment. I mean, he knows what to do and just what he can do, and that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, definitely a very pleasant surprise for Liberty Center. Tigers line up with a standard wing left formation, 2 tight ends, give the Westoven left side. We've got a flag on the play, and from the point from where it was thrown, I would say it was holding against Liberty. About a 7-yard gain by Westoven, brought back, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
On the offensive line for Liberty Center, we'll try to get these spotted as fast as we can. I believe we've got 64, Lucas Bonebender, tackle on the left, Neil Carter, a guard on the left, Leininger, number 51, the center.
Leatherman's in there.
Leatherman, tackle on the right side, and Brad Simbola, number 70, the guard on that right side.
All right, 2nd and 10.
Tight end on the left side is number 21, Jeremy Babcock, and Ryan Strayer, the tight end on the right. Wing back left is Moeller, 2 backs in the backfield. Overmeyer gives straight ahead to Westoven. Westoven, not much running room there as Patrick Henry
Plugged up that
plugged up that hole off that Tiger right offensive side. We're going to give him a yard on the play. It will be 3rd down and about 9 yards to go. Ball on their own 43.
Probably a definite passing situation here, Spike, but you never can tell. The element of not knowing what's coming is huge.
Well, and you're very right, Jim. Obviously, Liberty's a running team, but Lindgren likes to use a lot of trickery. Here's Moeller in motion the other way. Zeiter comes off the right side, just tripped up. He had running room, Jim, but they get the ball up over the 45 to the 46. Tigers with the wind at their backs. 7.5 minutes to go here. They cling to a narrow 8-7 lead.
Get it down there, Stray. Let's go.
All right, Salmi and Overmeyer split out. To the wide.
All right, Patrick Henry putting 4 men on the line. They've got 6 people as linebackers. Strayer gonna kick, short kick, nice spiraling kick. It's gonna take a great Liberty Center roll, a huge Liberty Center roll, and that ball's gonna go all the way down to about the 11-yard line. 45-yard punt for Liberty Center. Boy, Jim, that helps out in the field position. Liberty just gained back about 40 yards of field position from the last Patrick Henry possession.
Yeah, and the Tigers had excellent defense the last time Patriots had the ball, so they're just going to play a little defense here now and see what develops.
Well, the Tigers had a good drive going last time, Jim. They had moved the football and it got to midfield, and the holding penalty brought them back. Now they were forced to punt. Patrick Henry takes over deep. They've got 2 wide outs to the wide side of the field, our side as we look at the screen. Here's the give straight ahead to Westhoven. Not much running room there as the Tigers bunch it up inside. We're going to give Strayer in on the hit. Also, as we unpile them. Now Patrick Henry splits 1 wide to either side. Tight end on the left. Here's the give. Now the pass caught. Oh my, Jim, that was close.
Yeah.
Quarterback laid one on the money. Receiver had his hands on it, couldn't hang on.
Yeah.
On that little post route.
This previous play, Spike, Markle and Boyer were out here on the right side, and there was only one coverage guy. Well, I'm sure that goes back to the coaching staff, and so look out.
All right, Tigers now with their nickel defense in there, perhaps even a dime. Patrick Henry, oh boy, I think we've got a wide receiver on this side over here jumping for Patrick Henry, but we'll wait and see for the official call.
Yeah, they're going that way.
Well, still 6.5 minutes to go in this first half. And every yard that Liberty Center can push Patrick Henry back certainly aids their field position. Wide out to either side. We've got Nick Parasini in coverage on the right, Tim Myers in coverage on the left. Straight drop back, throws it out there, behind him, incomplete.
Boy, I tell you, they run some nice routes, Spike, because that guy didn't have a Tiger within 10 yards of him. And the pass turned him around and he couldn't catch it. But, boy, I don't know. They've got some pretty neat patterns running here and running there. If he could connect like he was earlier in the game, it might go kind of rough. But the Tigers held. They've got him at 4th down and 12, and the ball on the 8-yard line. We're going to see a punt.
All right, Tigers should get great field position out of this. Mitch Westhoven, number 5, will be forced to punt into the wind. Westhoven gets it off, a good punt, low punt considering. Parasini takes it there, returns it straight ahead, and picks up a valuable 5 yards. Down to about we're going to call it the 31-yard line. Liberty Center now sitting pretty good. Well, Jim, Salmi was the nearest one, and he had slipped on the coverage. He had actually slipped. I believe the wide receiver gave a little bit of shoulder juke, and when he got Salmi turned, broke into the clear. But there was a good pass rush, and that forced him to get rid of it about a half a step sooner than he wanted. Now Tigers in a power I right now. Give to Westhoven, finally off the right side. He's got a little bit of running room and takes advantage of it against a stiff Patrick Henry run defense. Picks up about 6 on the play. We're going to call it 2nd down and 4 on the Patrick Henry 25-yard line.
Boy, this is a key possession, Spike. I mean, the Tigers, where they're at on the field, they need to just take their time and not make any mistakes and hang up a score.
That time they ran behind Strayer and Leatherman. Now we've got, before the inception of the play, a whistle blows. It must be somebody on the line of scrimmage, either lined up off sides or jumped. Procedure call against the Tigers. That'll push it back to 2nd down and 10. Ball will be at the 30-yard line, right in the middle of the field.
I was just saying no mistakes, Spike, and then we bam. But I believe that's our first penalty, isn't it?
No, we had the big holding penalty,
That's
Jim,
right.
on the
Yeah,
last
yeah,
series.
yeah.
All right, now, see you get him back now. Come on.
Tigers come to the line of scrimmage, just standard two tight end set. Muller, the wing back on the outside shoulder of Babcock. Zeiter and Westhoven in the backfield. Westhoven on the right, Zeiter on the left. Here's the give to Westhoven off the right side on a little cross buck. He picks up a couple.
You know, I think we're setting up the pass, Spike. I mean, you know, we'd prefer to run it. Maybe less things can happen in a negative manner if you can run it. But, boy, if they just pack it in there tight, you're going to have to pass it. Now, Overmeyer's put it up at least once tonight, and it was a well-delivered ball. You know, so we have no fear. We just got to call something they're not looking for.
All right. Tigers coming out with their standard two tight end wing back set. Looks for some power football here. No, Overmeyer rolling out to his left. Has time, lofts it up there, and there's got to be an interference call. Oh my! Babcock was there waiting for the ball. Kawoom! But no call. Oh my! Well, that's going to bring up now 4th and 8 at the 29-yard line. Jim, the Tigers don't want to squander a chance to score.
No.
You know, they're too close to punt.
Yeah. They're going to have to run another play, Spike. I believe that. And, boy, Overmeyer held that ball just as long as he could to let that pattern kind of mature. But, I mean, there was pressure coming, so he had to let her go.
Well, and I think the Tiger coaching staff has great confidence in Scott as they're allowing him to throw, rolling to his left side. Now the fake. Overmeyer back, has time again, and caught by Strayer! What a catch! What a grab down there! Oh, Strayer with about a 15-yard reception. That'll put the ball in first down territory, down somewhere around the 15-yard line.
Oh, that was beautiful, and he was in traffic. I mean, he had to focus in on that ball, and Overmeyer hummed a strike to him, and all Strayer did was reach up and grab her.
Yeah, the Tigers' offensive line did a whale of a job there. Overmeyer had all day and part of the evening. Even had time for a coffee and a sandwich, but found Strayer out there in the defensive backfield. Here's the give off the right side, Zeiter. Zeiter picks up a couple. It'll be about 2nd down and 8. You know, with Patrick Henry dropping everybody off, that was great. Overmeyer threading the needle in there, finding Strayer in that mass of humanity down there around the 12-yard line.
Oh, there was a lot of traffic there. I mean, they knew it was a passing situation, and they just figured, well, we'll give up a little bit on the rush, but we're going to have everything covered. But he threw a strike in there, even wobbled a little bit, but it was right on target.
Oh, it was right on target, no question. 4 minutes to go. The clock not a factor here. Liberty Center with the ball on the 12-yard line. Westhoven in motion. Here's a give to Zeiter. Uh-oh, we've got a fumble, and Patrick Henry recovers. Oh, my, Jim. Oh, my. Well, that's what we meant about big plays.
Yeah. Well, you know, Tigers need to take heart. They played very good defense the last couple series against this Henry offense, so maybe they can get it right back. But, he came through the line there right away and started looking back, so we were screened off on it, but he never got real possession of that before Patrick Henry started jumping up and down and saying, we got her. But, boy, Tigers got to play some tough defense here right now.
3:49 to go, clock stopped. Patrick Henry with a wide out to either side. Here is the give to Boyer. Boyer straight ahead. He's going to pick up about 3. It'll be 2nd down and around 7 yards. Now the clock is a factor. Jim, the Tigers would love nothing more than to force Patrick Henry into a punt situation. I believe Liberty with all 3 of their timeouts remaining here in the first half.
Well, if they can move the sticks a time or two, we're going to see plenty of passes out of this Patrick Henry offense. I think they feel confident in what they can do, and they've got some big, tall receivers, and Tigers just got to put some pressure on.
Tigers in that 4-3-4 defense. And straight back is Flick to throw. Incomplete, and they are going to call pass interference on Liberty Center. It appeared that the Tiger defender tripped and went down and did hit the legs of, I believe, number 9 is Geldy.
Yeah.
All right, LC, come on, LC.
Yeah.
Yeah, Geldy was running kind of a slant route across there in Parasini. lost his balance and went down, certainly an accident.
I really believe they're kind of taught to do that too, Spike. If they're beat or if they stumble or something, rather than let some big play go uncontested, they reach out and do what they can. And, well, as it was, it caused an interference penalty. But it improves the field position for Patrick Henry, but it's a long way to that Tiger goal line.
Well, that's right. But this game, like we said, may be decided by big plays. Now Patrick Henry with new life. Ball out to the 20, short of the 25-yard line. Wide out to either side, 2 setbacks, tight end to the right. 2-step drop and the long pitch out there, and that's going to go incomplete. You know, really good Tiger coverage there, Jim.
Yeah.
They are on these guys shoulder to shoulder,
right.
and Mr. Flick, had really better lay it right on the money.
Yeah, he had double coverage over on that side, and Markham over here on this side was covered like a blanket.
Well, I think it was a good move that the Tigers changed their defensive setup, you know, going with the 4 DBs. That allows everybody to be a little more maneuverable, and it allows our 2 safeties to go with the flow. Now they give to Westhoven. Westhoven stays on his feet, tries to cut inside, tackled by Strayer.
Yeah, Strayer and Westover.
All right, that'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Clock running, 2:50 to go here in the first half. Liberty Center hanging on to an 8-7 lead. Well, Jim, certainly this game has been everything we expected it to be.
Yeah, well, I think we maybe thought more scoring, Spike, but wow, it isn't because they're not trying out there.
Come on, D. Come on now.
Now Patrick Henry in an I formation, wide out to either side. Here's the pitch outside to Boyer, and they're going to string him out. He picked up a couple yards, but the Tigers do what they had to do. It'll be 4th down, and we're going to call it about 5.
Yeah.
2:22 to go, and the clock stopped.
Spike, he was in the grasp when he made that pitch. I mean, that was a dangerous pitch he made because I thought the quarterback was tackled. He was going down, and he flipped her out there. Boy, that's when sometimes lots of bad things can happen. But a good defensive stand. Tigers are going to get another crack at it here, I believe, if they can hold for this 4th down play.
All right, Westhoven back in punt formation. Nick Parasini, number 7, back deep for Liberty Center. That gain was 5 yards. Patrick Henry got within a yard of picking up the 1st down. Now the punt, very short. He shanks it off to the right, and it's going to take a straight-up bounce, and Patrick Henry Patriots down it right there. But Liberty Center with 2:13 to go. Ball will be on Patrick Henry's 49-yard line. Liberty Center 49 yards away from grabbing a hold of the momentum in this one here. Tigers come to the line of scrimmage. They've got Nick Parasini split wide out to the left. Moeller, the wingback, on the left. Here's to get straight ahead to Westhoven. Stays on his feet. Puts a hand on the ground for Bennett. Now breaks another tackle all the way down to the 30-yard line. Once again, vintage Troy Westhoven. Uh-oh, we've got a late flag. Hopefully it's a face mask, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Well, I don't know whether it's a face mask, but they're pointing toward Patrick Henry. So at the end of that play, referees didn't like exactly what they saw, so they flagged him, and they are going to mark off some more. Woo! 5 more yards. What a run. You know, the Westhoven show, as it was billed, Mitch Westhoven and Troy Westhoven, is all Troy Westhoven. And don't you just love it?
Looking good so far, Jim, but we're still 26 minutes away from the end of this one. All right, in the backfield, we've got Westhoven on the left, Zeiter on the right, 2 tight end set. Here is the fake. Overmeyer running hard. He's got some running room around the right side. Down the sideline. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's another Tiger touchdown. Scott Overmeyer from 24 yards away. Jim, he had to kick it into gear there. He downshifted in the second. Got around the corner. Put it in the third. And then, baby, it was overdrive. 24 yards. A beautiful territory into the end zone. It's a Tiger score. They lead it 14-7.
Scott Scott Overmeyer showing again that tremendous intelligence he has as a quarterback, knows what he can do, and those defenders had kind of a shallow pursuit angle, and he says, I can get around these guys, and he did, and there was more grass ahead of him, so hangs her up, another score.
Tigers going for two. Overmeyer dropping back to throw. Looks, he's got time, and knocked around and falls incomplete.
Does that remind you of another quarterback who went there? Same number?
Richie Frankfather here with a good quote. Number 10, Scott Overmeyer. The last fine quarterback for Liberty Center who wore that number 10, was Torrey Strock back in the earlier 90s. A little bit different build. Torrey, big, strong, robust young man, and Scott Overmeyer, kind of the slithering snake, if you will. But Scott, smooth in his own right, put on a beautiful burst of speed there for that score. But yeah, the big thing there, Richie, is I think we're seeing the same type of composure between the two. Well, a minute 49 to go. Liberty Center doesn't convert, but they lead 14-7. Try to catch as many of our business sponsors here as we can. We've got Pisanello's Pizza with Craig and Sherry Myers, the Henry County Bank with locations all over Henry County, the B.A. Miller and Sons Trucking with Norma Miller, the Dugout with Steve and Catherine Parasini, Dave's Running Shop in Delta, Swanton Welding with Norm Zeiter, Speece Trailer Court with Rick Speece, the Meyer Badenhop Insurance Agency with Bob and Marge Jurassics, Liberty Hardware with Randy and Velma Hall. Also Miller Brother Trucking with Skip Miller, Holgate Metal Fab with Jeff Spangler, Dave's Auto Service with Dave Perry. Now Leatherman moves forward, high end over and kick, very short, and caught right there at the 40, no, we're going to call it the 34-yard line. Well, actually, Jim, effective in its own right. No return by the Patriots.
That's true. It stops them dead right there where she come down, so got to have some defense here.
All right, now we'll catch the rest of them. We've got Dave's Auto Service with Dave Perry, Liberty Products with Terry Bowers, the Mid-Am Bank in Liberty Center, KK Collision with Kyle Kern, LR Babcock Plumbing and Heating, Bill Tiplady and Danny Brown, and also Davis Farm Services, Karen Davis.
Big red passing game kicking in right now.
Oh, yeah, they are going to be filled with footballs again. Now the give to Westoven, slashing off the right or the left side, and a great solo tackle there in open field by number 21, Jeremy Babcock. Well, Liberty Center only giving up 5 yards on that play. Liberty Center now with the clock as an ally. Patrick Henry 60 yards away from a score, but Jim, with this potent passing attack and with the breakaway ability of Westoven, Mitch Westoven, anything can happen.
Yeah, it doesn't take long. It really doesn't.
Tigers now pinched up close to the line of scrimmage, and we've got a flag on the play before the snap, or on the snap, I should say. My spotter here, Richie Frankfather, seems to believe it was motion on Patrick Henry. We'll wait for the call.
Oh, it's on us.
No way.
No, they called encroachment on the Tigers. Now that, Jim, gets dangerous because that is going to move the football down to
First down.
Either first down or second and very, very short. We may get a measurement here.
Well,
Yeah, they rule. Ooh.
4 fresh set of downs here, Spike, with a minute and 18 ticks.
Jim, they didn't even measure that sucker. That had to be close.
Seemed like it.
Yes, that was really close, and they didn't even call for a measurement. Well, nevertheless, a minute and 11 seconds to go. Flick gives off to Westoven off the right side, and the Tigers trip him up at the line of scrimmage. And to finish him off,
Carter was in there again.
Probably Carter.
No, right there, that way.
53.
Next one over beside Carter.
yeah, Dotson finished him off. Tigers defensive line did a good job of stacking it up. Dotson finished him off. Now we've got another flag. Clock down to 42 seconds here in the first half. Jim thinks perhaps getting just a little sloppy here. Penalty starting to add up on both teams. This one is going to march Patrick Henry back. It'll remain second down, but now we're going to be looking at a 2nd and 14. Now Scott Overmeyer comes out. And oh boy, wait a minute. Brad Westoven, not supposed to come out, but he gets off just in time.
Hit that quarterback.
Tigers with the extra defensive back. Throw out there to Westoven. And hemmed in and knocked out of bounds. It was Strayer to knock him out of bounds, and it was Dustin Salmi who forced him outside and slowed the play down and set up the tackle. Great job by Salmi, and the clock now definitely working in the Liberty Center's favor. Only 24 left. Patrick Henry, you know, Jim trying a lot of this sideline stuff and short stuff.
Yeah.
You would think they would be throwing the ball 15 or 20 yards downfield.
I know, but Tiger defensive line's getting some pressure on him back there.
Yep, very good point, Jim. Give straight ahead to Boyer, and he's hit and stopped right there. I'm telling you, that was Strayer that laid a lick on Boyer. He took him down right on the spot. Go wham! Woo. Now the clock running. Clock at 10.
Good job, Strayer.
Running down here in the first half.
Yeah.
That'll be the end of it.
Right out, Susie.
Quickly here, we've got Louis Miller, Mary Beth Collins, Chester and Nola Short, and Chad for John Collins. Uncle Rex and Aunt Rhonda Miller for Neil Carter, along with Cheryl and Carl. Mike and Linda Simbola for their son Brad. Greg and Deb Westhoven and family, along with Grandpa Kip and Grandma Cecilia. For Troy Westhoven, we've got Jenny Parasini for her brothers Nick and Kyle. And Tom and Cindy Overmeyer for their son Scott, and how proud those parents are after a great Tiger showing in this first half here on NCTV 5. Liberty Center leading now 14-7. Okay, here at halftime of the Liberty Center Patrick Henry football game at Patrick Henry. It's the Liberty Center Tigers 14, Patrick Henry 7. Quickly a rundown of the halftime statistics. Patrick Henry leads in time of possession. They have 13 minutes and 11 seconds to Liberty Center's 10 minutes and 49 seconds. So essentially a 2-minute edge for Patrick Henry there. First downs, Patrick Henry with 7, Liberty Center with only 3. Patrick Henry 2 by the pass, 3 by rushing, and 2 penalty first downs. Liberty Center 1 passing, 1 rushing, and 1 penalty first down. Liberty Center penalized 5 times for 35 yards. Patrick Henry penalized 6 times for 30. In the rushing and passing stats, Patrick Henry Boyer, 11 carries, 28 yards. Number 5, Mitch Westhoven, 10 carries for 29 yards. And the quarterback, 1 carry for 10 yards. A total of 22 rushes for 67 yards, averaging 3 yards a carry. Flick 4 of 9 for only 20 yards passing. So altogether, Patrick Henry with just 87 yards of total offense in the first half, but yet with 7 first downs. For Liberty Center, leading rusher Troy Westhoven, 11 carries, 106 yards. Number 10, Scott Overmeyer, 2 carries for 26. Zeiter, 4 carries for 14. Parasini, 1 carry for 5. And Moeller, 1 carry for 2. Altogether, Liberty Center, 19 carries, 156 yards. That averages out to about 7.5 yards a carry. Overmeyer, 1 of 3 for 14 yards. Liberty Center with 170 total yards of offense compared to Patrick Henry's 87. Leading tacklers for the Tigers, we got Strayer with 8, Babcock and Troy Westhoven with 5, and Tim Myers with 4. Here's the kickoff, Liberty Center. Down to the 22-yard line, return straight ahead, and brought down there by number 6. Who's that? John Collins, I believe.
Yeah, sure.
Yep, John Collins on the hit. Backfield, tight end on the left side. Straight drop back by Flick. Looks one way, now throws the other. Caught, but brought down immediately.
For a loss.
Yes, for a huge loss. 5 yards on the play. Salmi, yeah, Dustin Salmi. Dustin, all 142 pounds of him.
Mike, that's what you got to love. Now, they had all halftime to script what their first play would be, knowing they were going to get the ball, and it goes for a 5-yard loss. So Tigers are up to the task.
You know, I can't understand, Jim. They keep on going. They keep wanting to go lateral with the ball. With the wind, I'd be getting that sucker downfield. Now here's the give to Westhoven, kicks it outside, cuts back, now outside again, and great Tiger pursuit there. Strayer in there, Myers in there. Number 53, Dotson down there. Tigers did a great job of kicking him outside and then penning him in. Westover making 2 cuts, picking up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and a long 10. Ball short of the 33-yard line. Patrick Henry's own 33. Wide out to either side.
Get in there, B. Get that cornerback.
Tight end on the left side. 2 backs in the backfield, Boyer and Westover. Flick calling out the signals under center.
Must be audibilizing. Look, taking a long time.
Straight drop back. Throws a little quick out there. Caught. And a gain of about 5 yards, but a good contained defense for the Tigers. They gave up that little down and out on the sideline. Gain of, we'll call it 5, and it'll be 4th down and about 6 yards to go. Patrick Henry deep in their own territory. Ball across the 35, and we're going to call it just short of the 37-yard line. 4th and 6. Back in punt formation is Westover. Back deep for Liberty Center, number 7, Nick Parasini. Oh, big punt there. Nice spiraling kick. Parasini runs away from it. Ball loose on the ground, and Nick flags it down. Jim, that was huge.
Oh, I know it. That was a good punt. He angled away from Parasini, and Parasini had to chase that down on a dead run, and, well, he bobbled it for just a little bit, but he found a handle in time. But Tigers not real good field position, but you got to love their defense after a whole halftime to make some adjustments and figure out what they want to do. Clearly it looked as though Patrick Henry figures their chances are in the air, so that series they spent in the air, but the Tigers were equal to it.
All right, Tigers take over at about around their own 20-yard line. They're going to come out with the 2 tight end set. Moeller wing on the right side. Here's the pitch deep to Westover. Makes another cut. Stays on his feet. Now cuts to the outside. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 35 to 30. Nobody's going to catch him now. He's going to go all the way. Wait a minute. Oh, Spike, shut your stinking rotten mouth. You don't know. Somehow, Troy Westover was caught at the 1-yard line. Oh, we've got a flag on the play. Jim, holy mackerel. Troy Westover with a burst from the 20-yard line.
Oh, shades of the first half. In fact, the first series of the ball game when he popped one and took her all the way. Well, there was too many red shirts that had the right angle on him, and they were able to snag him just on the 2-yard line. But, oh, my. We got a first down and goal to go.
Well, Troy spent a lot of energy with his juking and jiving and breaking through about 5 tackles. Got finally hit down at we're going to call it the 2-yard line. That gives Troy Westover a 78-yard gain. And the Tigers knocking on the door. 2 tight end set, Moeller the wing on the right. Babcock on the left, Strayer the tight end on the right. Overmeyer straight ahead into the end zone. It's another Tiger touchdown. Scott Overmeyer with another effective jump up the middle. Quarterback sneak it behind the big driving body of number 51, Matt Leininger. And the guard on that side, I believe, is, oh my. Well, guard on the right side, I think, is normally Simbola, the guard normally on the right side.
Yeah, but we're loving Matt Leininger. Over the ball. Without Thompson.
Letterman's on the right side, too.
Yeah.
That's right. Leatherman on the right side is the tackle. Now the Tigers lined up with the Parasini brothers, split wide to the right. Nick in motion toward the quarterback. Now Overmeyer gives the ball off. It's a quarterback throw back to Overmeyer. It's caught. We've got a flag on the play. Boy, you talk about razzle-dazzle there. A nice fake by Overmeyer. Gave the ball back, and I believe, was that Westover throwing the ball?
I don't know, but the signal is against the Tigers, so she's coming back.
Well, nevertheless, the heck with a stinking rotten yellow dirty flag. A beautiful play by Liberty Center. They had everybody going left, and then the Tigers came back with the ball going to the right, and then flipped deep to the quarterback. Shades of the old timers, a la Terry Miller and Rick Miller, in back in days of yore. 20-7, Liberty Center leads. 9:54 to go, and after the walk-off, that'll push the ball back to the, well, I'm assuming the 18-yard line. Must have been 15 yards from the, from the line of scrimmage. Now Overmeyer lined up in the shotgun. He's got a lot of time looking deep downfield, still looking under pressure, gets rid of it, and it's going to be caught. No, he's going to rule incomplete. Well, nevertheless, Strayer had to dive at the 10-yard line. Overmeyer simply ran out of time. The Tiger offensive line did a great job there, giving him all day to throw the football. But finally, nobody opened up. But Liberty Center does lead, Jim, in the early going in the second half, 20-7.
Oh, that's huge, especially, and I hate to say it again and again, but halftime's a time of adjustment. And, wow, whatever the Patriots tried, which was their passing attack, the Tigers were up to it. And then they had some scheme which they thought they could go to Troy Westhoven, who had a very big first half, and he's closing in on 200 yards. Spike for the game rushing already.
Yeah, that makes him unofficially 184. You know what? You just can't say enough about Westhoven. I'm telling you, the kid is too little. There's no way he's that good, Jim, but he does it day after day, week after week, play after play. That time he was hit 3 times, and he regains his balance. I mean, he's a great slasher. He's got a lot of power, but he's able to put a hand down, keep his balance, and then kick it into high gear almost instantaneously.
Yeah, exactly. He runs through traffic as good as any back that we can remember here. And, man, he just runs so intelligent, you know. When he feels them closing in on him, he can, pivot and point and stop on a dime.
Now line drive kick, and a knee goes to the ground. Kyle Leatherman's line drive kick, once again, very effective. One big thing tonight, Jim, is they want to keep the football out of Mitch Westhoven's hands on punts and kickoffs. And once again, they're successful. An up back for Patrick Henry had to go down to field that low liner, and in doing so, touched the knee to the ground. And now the Patrick Henry Patriots with no return yardage.
Yep.
1st and 10, ball on their own 26. Patrick Henry comes out with their standard 2 wide out set, tight end on the right on the unbalanced line, 2 setbacks. Flick, straight drop back to throw on the sidelines, and it's caught. No, dropped and out of bounds regardless, nevertheless. So it brings up 2nd down and 10. Patrick Henry that time ran the 10-yard route. You know, they've been wanting to throw those little lateral passes and very few of anything downfield. You know, now trailing by 2 scores, Jim, and with the wind at their back, I think we both expect to see the game open up here significantly.
Yeah, no question. And, of course, the Tiger front line there, the defensive line, they just, put their ears back and just try to get some pressure on him.
All right, Tigers with the 4-man line, 3 linebackers. Now a pump fake. Here's the deeper pass. That's overthrown out there. Good pass coverage by Babcock, number 21.
Nice pressure, too. They were coming in there.
Yeah, putting the pressure on for Liberty Center. Leininger in there, Dotson in there.
You know, Spike, conditioning always is a positive factor for our Liberty Center Tigers. I believe there is no team better conditioned than our Tigers, and we've seen that this year, and I think we'll see it tonight.
Well, I certainly hope we see it tonight. This thing's far from over, sports fans, let me tell you. Now Flick on a pump fake. He's going to go downfield. It's in the hole!
Scotty Overmeyer.
Overmeyer was there. He had it read. His eyes, I'm sure, were big as saucers, and he could smell the end zone. But just as he caught the ball, his arm was hit and yanked, and the ball came loose. Now, we've got a penalty flag in the backfield, and it would appear to go against the Patriots, coming from the position where the flag is now laying. I'm sure Liberty Center will decline the penalty. That will bring up 4th down and a punting situation for Patrick Henry. Once again, the Tigers hold.
Yeah. Spike, I don't believe the Patrick Henry has got positive yards the second half in 2 series.
No, and only 2.5 minutes have run off the clock in which Liberty Center has scored, and Patrick Henry has had 2 drives snuffed out before they've got started. Now, Parasini back, takes it at the 32-yard line, tries to get outside. We're going to have a penalty flag, probably go against Liberty for an illegal block. And Liberty Center, the most important thing right now is they hang on to the football.
Yeah, you know, a block like that, he was trying to save his man and pop him there, and things just happen so fast that you can't blame a man for making a block under that kind of heat of battle. But true enough, they're going to flag the Tigers and take us in the other direction. But Tigers have started out here this second half in one wonderful manner, Spike.
Yeah, the Tiger defense really coming together as a unit. The defensive backs, you know, one thing is nice. The Tigers, you don't see a lot of zone coverage. It's all man-to-man on the White House, and that allows everybody else to kind of stay home, go with the play. It allows the defense to blitz occasionally. It allows the defensive ends to go with their ears pinned back, if you will.
Yeah.
So good overall Tiger team defense.
Oh, exactly. And the defensive line have got to do their end of it, Spike, or quarterback would have way too much time. And it's just a complete effort. The Tigers are just playing good football.
Well, we've seen on several occasions the defensive line has stacked things up and allowed the linebackers to just lick up on the gravy. Now Overmeyer gives straight ahead. Not much running room there. Maybe a yard on the play. Patrick Henry, Jim, is now for them to stay in the game, they have to stop Liberty Center on this drive. It's very early in the second half, but they can ill afford to give up a long time-consuming drive now.
Yeah, when you consider what a defensive struggle that first half was with the amount of points being scored, this is huge to be up like this right now.
All right, for the offensive line, Dotson the guard and Bodenbender the tackle on the left side with Babcock the tight end. Here's Overmeyer rolling out to the right, looking for running room. A straight arm gets some extra, breaks a tackle. A great run by Scott Overmeyer. Scott Overmeyer with a 14-yard burst off the right side. And Jim, that was just good old-fashioned in-your-face football there by Overmeyer.
It was. There was at least three Patrick Henry guys that had a beat on him over here, but none of them could wrap him up, and he rambles for a first down. Kind of a naked rollout because he didn't have any interference out there for him.
No, that was all on his own, which is very seldom because the Tigers have one of the best upfield and downfield blocking schemes I've ever seen.
Yeah, but I think that was a play. Written like that.
All right, now the inside reverse to Moeller. Can't get much running room there. Gets across the 30 and up to about the 32. We're going to give him about 3 on the play to bring up second down and 7. Now the Tigers with the wind in their face. The best thing they can do now is grind some time off that clock. You know, Liberty Center only 1 out of 3 on their point after touchdown conversions. Only lead by 13, Jim, and Patrick Henry was able to convert their 1-point kick, and I hate to see this game come down to that small factor when Liberty Center, you know, has played so well. Here is the give outside to Zider. No, it's a reverse to Moeller. The wing back reverse, and he's going to pick up 8 yards, and it's good for a Tiger first down. Jim, that's why that play is so stinking rotten effective, is because I don't know where the football is. So how do you expect about 8 of those defenders to know?
Oh, we can chuckle on that, Spike, but, you know, when you have a lot of straight-up football or just go left, go right, and so forth, you don't look for this. But they know when to call it, and generally they get good yardage with it.
Yeah, very, very effective play for Liberty Center. All right, Westhoven on the left, Zider on the right, Moeller the wing back on the right. Here's the give to Zider, inside reverse again to Moeller. Moeller with a good twist, picks his way up to the 45-yard line. We're going to give him about 4 on the play. Jim, they're moving the sticks, and that's what they've got to do. Good first down carry. That's going to bring up second down and 6.
Yeah, you know, and it teaches those defenders to stay home. You know, they want to go to where the first piece of flow they see.
Excellent
because
point.
that's been going on the whole game. But now they've got to look for a lot of things. That's halftime adjustments. That's good coaching.
Yep, that's right. The Patrick Henry defense is packed again against the wing back lefts for Liberty Center. Give to Westhoven, brought down by an ankle. Jim, he had running room. But some Patrick Henry interior defender there pulled him down at the 45. Westhoven's momentum got him up to the 47. We're going to give him a gain of 3, and it's going to be third down and 3 at the at Liberty Center's own 47-yard line. Now, Jim, It's 3rd and 3. If we don't convert here, we're definitely in 4-down territory. Here's Overmeyer back to pass. That had to catch him by surprise. Babcock went up. Boy, no, that was close. Number 9, Geldy had a hand in there. May have had an arm on Babcock, but a great defensive play. And now we will see what little bit of chicanery here Liberty Center may come up with. 4th and a long 3. Liberty Center with a wind in their face. Certainly don't, well, not sure here. They got a wide out to either side. Yeah, defense is ready and waiting. No, Strayer doesn't hesitate. He gets it up high and wobbly, but straight downfield. Takes a great Liberty Center bounce. Very, very effective punt. That'll roll dead inside the 20-yard line, but we do have a flag on the play on the near sideline, right in front of the Tiger bench, right at the line of scrimmage. Ball down at the, we'll call it the 17. That'll make it 33. That'll make it a 36-yard punt. And in this stage of the game, couldn't ask for more. There's 6 minutes left in the third quarter.
Wave her off.
Boy, that's about the 4th one we've seen waved off.
Well, then they're admitting that maybe they make a mistake once in a while, and, you know, it'd be human to expect that they would make a mistake. And I think overall we're seeing a good, clean officiating game here, Spike.
Yeah, I would have to agree, Jim. Not what we've certainly seen in the past. Of course, this game a long way from over, but we've seen some very, not necessarily a lot of calls, but a lot of inopportune calls, we'll say. Now Patrick Henry with the ball on their own 17, flick straight back. He throws up a wobbler, and it's somehow caught. The defender actually had to keep going, stay with the receiver, and that allowed the receiver enough time to come back and catch the football. But let you know this, Flick got busted.
Yeah, Matt Leininger made a tremendous charge there and just buried the quarterback. He was kind to help him up, but I'm sure he feels the sting of that tackle. And that's something that, that's what you need against a good passing quarterback. He got leveled.
Yeah, and Matt Leininger has done a super job for Liberty Center here. He's been a force in the middle, and that forces everybody to either go outside and allows everybody to lick up. Now the straight ahead dive to Boyer. Boyer on that quick hitter got little or nothing. We'll give him a couple yards on the play, and that'll bring up 3rd down and short for Patrick Henry. No, as I was saying about Matt Leininger, you know, he came back after that, I believe it was a tonsillectomy.
Yeah.
But he's really been a force for Liberty, the center. And, you know, they can do a lot of things with that big load in there that makes the team load up on the inside. And it opens up the running lanes for everybody else. And on defense, it forces everybody to go outside, and everybody's right there licking their chops. A wide open Babcock with a great pass rush, and the ball thrown away on the sidelines. Jim, I'm starting to wonder, Liberty Center isn't starting to break down this Patrick Henry offensive line.
Yeah, I was going to say here a couple series ago, it just looked as though that line of scrimmage was just ferocious. I mean, they're just doing some tremendous banging, and of course, the coaches and the teams know that that's where it's won, right there in the trenches, and I believe the Tigers are beginning to have a big piece of that line of scrimmage, Spike, that all-important line of scrimmage.
Okay, 4th down and about 2. You never know. Well, now they're pretty deep for a fake. Now it goes back. Westhoven gets off a very good punt. Parasini's going to let it hit and let it roll.
That's when he should have fielded.
And rolls all the way down inside the 20, back to the 18-yard line. 24 and 32. We're going to give him a 56 yards with the punt and roll.
You know, that's about been Patrick Henry's best play is their punting. I mean, they really have punted for good net yardage, and a lot of times he'll punt away from the Tiger receiver there, Parasini. But Tigers have had things pretty much their way here this second half, Spike. Offensively, of course, they put a touchdown up, but defensively, Tigers just playing awesome.
All right, now the Tigers with the football. Now it's when they need to run some clock. They want to get the rest of this 4 minutes off, so they've got the wind. Now Overmeyer on a delay. Another flag on the play. And Moeller wound up with the football. I couldn't pick out where it was. You know, Parasini was really in a rock and a hard place position there on that punt.
Yeah.
The punt's coming up short, and if he goes for that bounce, if he doesn't make a clean play, buddy, we just gave Patrick Henry 60 yards of field position.
Yeah, well, and plus flags are pretty stiff right now, so that ball's hard to judge. You know, that's floating and then here comes a burst of wind. And like you say, you had to give him 56 yards on that punt. And he's got a good leg, the Henry punter, but that wind helped to a great deal.
Come on, LC. All right, Tigers, shake it up.
Well, another walk-off goes against Liberty Center.
Come on, LC, you can do it.
They're going to call it. It's going to be
Come on,
remain
LC.
first down, but we're looking at about a 1st and 20. They're going to call it 22 from the spot of the foul now.
8-yard line.
Here's a give straight ahead. Not much running room there. Clock continues to run. We've got just over 4 minutes left here in quarter number 3. It's Liberty Center 20, Patrick Henry 7. Try to get a few of our sponsors here, some of the parents. We've got Tom and Cindy Obermeyer for their son Scott. Jenny Parasini sponsoring her brothers, Nick and Kyle Parasini. Greg and Deb Westhoven and family, along with Grandpa Kip and Grandma Cecilia, wishing their son and grandson, Troy Westhoven, and the entire football team good luck. Now Liberty Center with the Parasini split wide to either side. Obermeyer's, no, it's a draw play to Westhoven. Tigers trying to, Zeiter on the carry. Tigers trying to exploit holes in the Patrick Henry's defense. You know, when you're ahead, you can afford to do this, Jim. You know, and if you get Patrick Henry split wide, sometimes those are going to go for big, big yardage. Now, 3rd down and 19, ball all the way back. We're going to call it the 12, maybe the 13-yard line of Liberty Center. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left.
A passing down.
Nick Parasini split wide to this side, Kyle on the other. Here is a straight ahead give on a little delayed draw to Westhoven. Not much there. And now Liberty Center with long situation.
Yeah. Can they hold out and get the win?
Jim, it was just about this exact situation. Liberty Center went for it in a playoff game against Springfield Catholic against the wind. Nobody expected it. You never know. Patrick Henry squeezing the line of scrimmage. Now Strayer with a good end-over-end punt. That's going to be effective into the teeth of the wind. Now takes another Tiger roll, picks up about 7 more, and the ball pushed back to near midfield. We're going to call it Liberty Center's 46. Well, granted, Patrick Henry with great field position, but the Tigers got themselves out of a deep hole. 2:24 to go here in quarter number 3 as the teams change possession. Also for Neil Carter, we've got Uncle Rick and Aunt Rhonda, also Carl and Cheryl Carter. And for John Collins, we got Louie, Mary Beth, Chester, Nolan, Chad. All right. No. Now the give straight ahead. Boyer's got running room, and I believe he's going to go all the way. One burst, and Boyer from the 47-yard line. Uh-oh, Jim. Now we've got a football game. The score now 20-13. Boyer on a 47-yard burst on a quick hitter off the right side.
Boy, it was indeed a burst. All of a sudden, he popped through there, and there was nothing but green grass ahead of him, and he's a man with wheels himself.
Yeah, no question about it. Very quick. And, you know, that's been the thing about in a game like this. It's the big play. Patrick Henry's been pounding the line, and Liberty Center has stopped him time after time. But all of a sudden, a couple of big plays, and we've got a brand-new ball game.
Yeah, and you can have all the statistics you want. It's what's on the scoreboard that counts when the gun finally sounds. But Tigers still up by 7 right now.
Oh, Jim, that was big. The line poured through. It was Leininger, Dotson, and Myers, I believe, Leininger with the block. And, Jim, I want to tell you, that may have saved the day for Liberty Center. That holds the edge at 7. Liberty Center 20, Patrick Henry 13.
Yeah.
Woo. Oh, man, Jim, nothing I hate more than be ahead by 6 points and just hoping that the other team doesn't break the big one on you. Now with 2:15 to go, things are starting to tighten down. Now while we've got a chance, we'll get our sponsors who make these TV5 broadcasts possible. A lot of expense goes into just being able to broadcast on TV5. Also all the tapes and batteries and whatnot. Now we've got Miller Brothers Trucking with Skip Miller, Holgate Metal Fab with Jeff Spangler, Dave's Auto Service with Dave Perry in Liberty Center. Liberty Products with Terry Bowers. The Mid-Am Bank in Liberty Center. KK Collision with Kyle Kern. LR Babcock Plumbing and Heating in Napoleon with Bill Tiplady and Danny Brown. Davis Farm Services with several locations with Karen Davis there. Pizzanello's Pizza, Craig and Sherry Myers with their twice-a-day buffet. Also the Henry County Bank. B.A. Miller and Sons Trucking with Norma Miller. The Dugout with Steve and Catherine Parasini. Now the kickoff, a boomer all the way back to the 9-yard line. Parasini there, returns straight ahead. He's got running room, cuts to the outside. Now he's got a block. Now upfield, evades Westover and all the way across midfield to the 49-yard line of Patrick Henry. What a burst of speed there by Parasini. Followed a great wall of blocking, the wedge to the inside, and Parasini cut it outside across the grain, added about 20 more yards, and Liberty Center with a first down now on Patrick Henry's, well, they're going to spot the ball right at midfield on the right hash mark. We've got an injury on the play to Patriot, and we'll finish our sponsors. Also, Dave's Running Shop in Delta, Swanton Welding with Norm Zeider, Speece Trailer Court with Rick Speece, Meyer, Badenhop Insurance with Bob and Marge Jurassics, and the Liberty Hardware with Randy and Velma Hall. And we'll be back after they tend to the injured Patrick Henry Patriot. Tigers now with the football, back to live actions, 20-13 Liberty, ball right at midfield. Two wide outs to the left. Here's an inside give.
Nothing doing. That's
Yeah, they're putting him over in the slot on the left side along with brother Nick as the wide out. Here is the give to Zeider out the right side. He's got running room. He stiffs arm two tacklers and battles his way all the way down inside the 35-yard line and down to the 32-yard line, we'll call it. A very effective 17-yard run by Zeider.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen that play tonight, I believe, Spike. And, boy, that was very effective. It had plenty of motion going over to the left side. And Patrick Henry watching those guys very keenly. And here comes Zeider this way, and good run.
Well, just another example of Tiger toughness. We've seen Overmeyer with a straight arm, and we've seen Westover just murder people as he runs over them. That time it was Zeider with a couple of straight arms, giving him about an extra 10. Here's Zeider off the left side, and he's got some running room, gets it all the way down to the 25-yard line. Gain of about 6 on the play. We're going to call it 2nd down and 4. The Tigers starting to move the down box. 2nd down, we're going to give him 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Ball. We're going to call it the 24-yard line, I believe.
Yeah.
20, well, 25-yard line. Overmeyer now follows the block by Westover. He's got running room, and he's close to first down yardage. Jim, there is shades of Jerry Crew style football. 18 power and both backs out in front.
Yeah, you know, we've been using Westover a lot on rushing the football, and we've got Zeider here now with some fresh legs, and Patrick Henry maybe not keying on him quite to the extent that they had been trying to key on Westover, even though I'm sure Westover by now has got probably 200 yards in this game. So Tigers showing some depth, and boy, that's just wonderful as you look toward more victories and playoff implications or anything like that. There's a lot of Tigers that can be plugged in, Spike.
Yep.
Except a play here.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 on the 23. They give to Westover, and he's got to break off the left side. Stiffs armed one tackler and battles his way down inside the 10-yard line. 13-yard gain for Westover. It'll be a Tiger first down.
Yeah, hard to see the blocking as it developed there, but over and over again, once these films are broken down a little bit, there's people that make block up there on the line that get Westover started, but boy, it's a thing of beauty, Spike.
Yeah, that was Neil Carter, Kyle Bodenbender, Lucas Bodenbender, excuse me, and Babcock's side of the field. That time the beat pitch to Westoven. He tries to find running room, stays on his feet, battles his way down inside the 5. Jim, another great piece of blocking and a beautiful work of art in running the football, pushing it right down the field against the Patriots.
Starting to suck air.
11:23 to go. My spotter and close friend, Richie Frankfather, says they're starting to suck air. We shall see. Yeah, Richie's right. All right, Tigers come to the line. Overmeyer under center, Zeider to the left, Westoven to the right. Here's the give to Westoven on the pitch. Tries to find a seam, and into the end zone! Another Tiger touchdown! Liberty Center answers the ball! They take a 26-13 lead. Jim, it didn't take long, but Liberty Center, like Richie says, starting to wear down the Patriots.
Yeah, and that's a classic Tiger drive. That's the way the coaches like to see them. Take some time off the clock, just run it down their throat, dominate them, own the line of scrimmage, and, well, that just was classic Tiger football. And now, a little cushion.
Yeah, this is big. Liberty Center leads by 13. This is real big, Jim, this two-point conversion attempt. Tigers have 3 wideouts to the right side. Overmeyer rolling that way. He's got Strayer, I think, just overthrown. I believe that was Strayer. Strayer went up to get the ball, but just off the fingertips. Overmeyer had to lob it over the defenders, and Liberty Center regains a 13-point lead. 10:59 to go on the scoreboard clock.
That pass was to Westoven.
Oh, Westoven, I thought, I'm sorry, misread the figure or numbers from here.
You know, our man Westoven's got to be getting a little bit tired. I mean, he's been a workhorse. I don't know how many carries he has, but unofficially, he's plenty over 200 yards. What a game. What an effort.
Jim, I'll agree that Westoven has had quite a night, but if you think he's tired, no, I doubt it. No, that guy's sucking the fresh air of playing hard in-your-face football, and no way.
Put it on the wall. Put it over their head. Go!
You got the win.
Getting set, waiting for the signal. Lines up, delivers, hits a great line drive. That's going to bounce and go all the way into the end zone. Kyle Leatherman really put a foot into that baby. And Patrick Henry once again, no return yardage. Jim, that's been a big key, because Westoven has scored a couple times this year off of punt and kickoff returns.
Yeah. Oh, I tell you, Tigers have kind of been having things their way. Now, Patrick Henry not only has an uphill battle being down 2 touchdowns, they're against the wind.
All right, Tigers spread the defense wide to go with the same offense of Patrick Henry. They've got a wide out to either side. Tight end to the right on the unbalanced line. Here's the option play, almost pitched too deep. Great pursuit there by Strayer and I believe Myers, and also Salmi, and also Nate Barron there, number 74.
Yeah. Matt Leininger leveled the quarterback too, right about the time that pitch was going on.
Hey, and that makes a big difference too, Jim, down the road, because you get peeled on enough times.
Denny Boyer's son.
6 for Patrick
Yeah,
Henry down.
that's Boyer, the running back, who scored that 47-yard burst for Patrick Henry to put them back in the game. He was the pitch man that time. And once he got out there, Jim, he was pretty well, he was in wide open. He got busted pretty good. All right, here we go again. Patrick Henry staying with that same formation. Unbalanced line to the right. Back. No, the give. Here we go again. At the the 40, the 30, nobody's going to catch him, and the Patriots hanging right with the Tigers. A 78-yard burst from out of nowhere. Jim, I couldn't pick him out of that mass. And Patrick, yep, number 3, a new running back in there replacing Boyer. Ian Laby, a 5'9", 156-pound junior running back, into the game to replace Boyer, who was hurt. And all of a sudden, Jim, 26-19, and we've got another huge point after touchdown.
You know, Spike, sometimes when there's a just kind of a letdown because play stopped for quite a while because of the injury, and man, oh man, Patrick Henry popped that.
Well, that kicks up, and it splits the uprights. It's good. And now we're at that point that I hate to be. 26-20. Patrick Henry scores quickly. And now, Jim, it's hang on to your hat. Okay, here we go. Westover lined up to kick. He drives it deep, low line drive, taken there by Nick Parasini at the 15-yard line. Returns straight ahead, tripped up there, stays on his feet, gets across the 35 and up to the 36-yard line. Relative good field position for Liberty Center. But, Jim, they only lead by 6. And what a crackerjack of a game this has turned out to be.
Oh, I know. Big plays haunt the Tigers tonight. I mean, they seem to outplay them here this second half and the whole third quarter and had things going pretty much their way. And all of a sudden, they pop a big one. So Tigers are going to have to keep it going, turn it up a little themselves.
All right, 2 tight end set. Muller, the wing back on the left side. Here is the give to Westhoven. Westhoven stays on his feet, battles and twists, and digs his way up across the 40-yard line and all the way up to the 44. We're going to give him an 8 gain of almost 8 yards on the play. We'll get the spot here.
I'm giving him 8. I don't care what you say.
All right, final. We're going to go with about a 7-yard gain for Westhoven up the middle. It'll be 2nd down and 3 ball at the 44-yard of Liberty Center's own 44. Here is the give to Westhoven on the pitch. Tried to find running room off the left side, and he's going to ramble forward for another 8 yards and a Tiger first down.
Yeah, and good blocking there to get him started. And, you know, this is what they want to do. They want a ball control drive. They want to use some clock and just take her right down there. But, hey, Westhoven in the line is getting huge chunks there, Spike. Won't be long, and we'll be knocking on the door if we don't make any mistakes.
Well, and the Tigers going with that pitch series, you know, allowing Westhoven to run the daylight. And the Liberty Center Tigers have been following the blocking of Carter, Bodenbender, and Babcock, along with Moeller, the wingback. Now the give coming the other way to Zeider. Zeider off the right side, and he picks up about 3 yards. Ball was at approximately midfield. Now the ball will be resting on the 47-yard line. A gain of, we're going to call it a 2-yard gain for Zeider off the right side.
9 minutes to go.
Yep, 9:09 to go, and that stinking clock can't run fast enough. 26-20, Liberty Center leading by 6.
Yeah.
Now Moeller, the lined up as the wingback on the right side, outside the shoulder of Ryan Strayer. Uh-oh, we've got a fumble in the backfield, and that ball might be lost. Patrick Henry recovers. A mix-up in the running there.
Yeah, Spike, something wasn't right there because, man, quarterback was banging into people. I couldn't even tell who was going where or what was happening, but Scott Overmeyer got knocked to the ground behind the line of scrimmage and also lost a handle on that ball for just a little bit. Patrick Henry with a golden opportunity at midfield.
Yeah, well, that I don't think Scott ever really did have a good handle on it. Once there was a mix-up on the assignments. The ball was hit, and I don't think Scott ever did have a grip. Well, nevertheless, those things happen. Now the Tiger defense will have to rise to the occasion. Patrick Henry, and no fumble there, still loose on the ground.
Tigers got her right back.
And what do you know about that? No, they're waiting. They're still unpiling. Liberty Center signaling they've got it. But
Second down.
oh boy, Patrick Henry has it, but they lose it down in the process.
Wow.
It'll be second down and 10. 8 minutes and 37 seconds to go.
Man, you can hear the fans over there across the sideline just really lighting it up, imploring their team to mount a drive here. But Tiger defenders say, bring it on.
Hey, this is what makes great football games between these two schools. Coming right down to the wire. Let's go, defense. Let them rise to the occasion. That's what it's all about. Now a pass short out there in the flats, caught. We're only going to give him about 4 yards on the play. Patrick Henry content to throw the short stuff for the most part. Clock running down to 8 minutes left in the game. Patrick Henry inside Liberty Center territory on the 44-yard line where they're going to have a third down and 7. Leatherman comes off. Tigers are out there now in their nickel package. Overmeyer in there as a defensive back along with Salmi, Nick Parasini, Myers, and Salmi. Anyway, back to throw. He's got time and going to be knocked out of bounds there. Tigers doing a good job on coverage. It's going to be short.
We got a flag down.
Uh-oh, Richie's spotted a flag. We would think it would be holding from the appearance of the situation, not sure.
They're going to talk about it.
Where is the flag at,
I
Rich?
don't see it.
Oh, midfield. Ah, okay. Okay. That ball very close to first down yardage.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Oh, a big call there.
What is that hat on the, or hand on the hat call? 12.
Yeah, third 5-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage, not from the point of the foul. So Patrick Henry now, what I would say 4 down territory, ball just at the Tigers' 49-yard line, 3rd and 11. The wide out to either side. Straight drop back by Flick. He looks to throw down the left sideline and incomplete.
He missed him.
Yes, he was open for a split second, Jim.
Yeah. Now, you know as well as I, sometimes those deep patterns, you break them this way or you break them that way. And, man, it just, that was just so, such a miss. You got to think somebody wasn't on the right page on that play.
Well, it doesn't look to me, Flick doesn't appear that he's really following through with his passes. He just throws them and lets them float, and those are very difficult to flag down. Now, in punt formation, Tigers pulling everybody up looking for the fake. Westhoven has it. He's going to kick the line drive, and that's going to take a Patrick Henry bounce. It's going to roll all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Liberty Center will take over there. They've got the football, but Jim, still 7 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in this 26-20 Donnybrook. Now straight up the middle, gain, short gain there. We'll give them a couple. Westhoven, the ball carrier. Well, now, Jim, what's Liberty going to do now? Are they going to try to open this thing up a little bit, or are they going to try to grind it out?
Well, they might have to put one up, but, the previous couple possessions, we were gaining good yardage. The running attack was working well, but we lost the football.
Well, Patrick Henry with everybody in the blocks there.
Come on, Troy.
The give off that left side, and that's going to go nowhere. Patrick Henry really committing now to stopping the run. It'll be 3rd down and probably 8 yards to go.
Yeah, they are, because the run loomed large for them, against them all first half and even all third quarter. So they know they've got to stop that run. So they're kind of saying, all right, Liberty, put it up.
Now, on the other hand, Liberty Center trying to protect that 6-point lead. 6 minutes and 17 seconds to go. May not want to get too fancy here. They do have the wind at their back.
They've got to move the sticks, though, Spike. They got to keep that clock going.
3rd down and a long 7. Here's Overmeyer with the deep pitch. They're going to go with the halfback pass. Overmeyer trying to run underneath it. Couldn't get there. Oh, boy, Jim. If that would have worked, it would have been a dilly. But not as smooth as the other time. Overmeyer couldn't get the corner turn to get to the football. Scott claiming that he was held. That went undetected. The official was trying to move upfield with the play. And now with 6:01 and the clock stopped on the incomplete pass. Tigers facing a 4th and 8 on their own 17. They'll be forced to strongly consider a punt.
And that's going to put the pressure on the defense, but over the years, the defense has stood up to it.
All right, Overmeyer wide one side, Salmi wide the other. Strayer with the high booming kick. Fair catch called and taken at Patrick Henry's own 46-yard line. A 40-yard punt, and that gives Liberty Center's defense a little bit of running room, or excuse me, a little bit of maneuverability, a little bit of a chance to adjust. You know, it hasn't been the grinding of the offense. It's been the big play for Patrick Henry.
That's true enough.
And now with 5:55 to go in the ball game, it's the Tiger defense that's going to have to rise one more time. Here is the give straight ahead to Lenke. And Leatherman, we're going to give Leatherman in on the tackle.
70 also.
Yeah, Brad Sambola, number 70. Interior defensive lineman for the Tigers. Well, the Tigers did the job there, stuffed them for about a yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 9. A ball on Patrick Henry's own 47-yard line. Wide out to either side. 2 setbacks, unbalanced line to the left. Straight drop back by Flick, looking downfield. He's got a man there, and a great defensive play by Salmi as he stepped in front. And good help over there coming from Parasini.
Yeah, you know, when they go into that nickel or dime or pro defense, whatever you want to call it, where we've got plenty of defenders against those receivers, it affords you the opportunity to go for the ball. And he did. He had a beat on it, but the Patrick Henry receiver was able to play defense and bust it away.
Now, where the Patrick Henry has been open a few times is on that quick straight up the field route, a little post, if you will, trying to get the ball into the seam. Now back to throw. He's going to throw again to the sideline. Hit, caught, and then, hit immediately. It's going to be short of a 1st down, but Patrick Henry with about an 8-yard gain. Hit made over here. Was it Parasini? Parasini on the defense and on the hit. It's going to be 4th down and 2. Here it is, big play, 4:44 left in the ball game. A wide out to either side. Mitch Westhoven on the right, Lenke on the left. Fleck under center with an unbalanced line left. Tigers looking to blitz, and a timeout called by the Patriots. Well, the Tigers did a job there on Patrick Henry, forced him to use another timeout.
Yeah, and they held their pose there and didn't jump off sides, which Fick was imploring them to do. Good discipline.
Yeah, Tigers showed a little stunning and blitzing there, and that perhaps forced Patrick Henry to call the timeout. Here we go, back to action, 4th down and 2 after the timeout. Patrick Henry with the same setup. Fleck on a one-step drop, throws it out there. Incomplete. Jim, a very difficult pass to complete.
Yeah.
The Tiger defender came across, helped to shade the receiver from seeing the football, and it was thrown directly over his shoulder. Very difficult catch. And falls incomplete. Liberty Center's defense takes over.
Yeah, I just don't like the call on that at all. I mean, I'm happy that the Tigers were able to defend it, and of course it's going to take over. But man, oh man, that just was too hard of a pass.
Yeah, a very poor percentage, I would think, on that particular play. Now Liberty Center with the football in 4 minutes and 27 seconds to burn up. Here is the give to Zeider off the left side, tripped up by a lineman laying on the ground, but Zeider stays on his feet long enough to pick up 3 tough yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7. And Jim, I'll take 3. That gives them a positive start here in this series.
Yeah, and that's using some clock. Boy, I tell you, the Tiger offensive and defensive line just playing their hearts out tonight. On that last play, Neil Carter just stretched out there and made a seam in there, and just a wonderful play.
All right, Tigers now with Moeller wing back on the right side, 2 tight ends set. Zeiter on the left, Westhoven on the right in the backfield. Here's Overmeyer's give. Uh-oh, we've got some trouble on the inside. Reverse Muller's got it. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. The 15, the 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's another Tiger touchdown. Jim on the wingback reverse. One more time. Kevin Muller from 52 yards out scores for Liberty Center. There was a mix-up in the backfield. They bumped together. Kevin Muller kept his composure, kept his balance, and I'm losing my voice. But Liberty Center maybe sitting in the driver's seat now. They lead it 32-20.
Yeah, they banged into each other. I thought that that play was going to get stopped before it got started, but no, sir. He kept his feet, and he says, I'm going this way, and away he went.
What a beautiful run. What a huge piece of work for Kevin Muller and for the Liberty Center Tigers.
Yeah, how about that for a sophomore? I mean, you know, the people didn't know how much he'd play maybe this year.
Back to throw. Overmeyer throws it deep. We're going to have a flag on the play on the snap. Well, the Tigers tonight, Jim, on their 2-point conversions, only successful one time on 5 touchdowns.
Who's the flag on? No, it's declined. It must be against the Tigers.
Now, not sure what the call was. It goes against Liberty Center. But a huge, huge defensive stand by Liberty.
Got him the
and
ball
then
back.
It was Todd Muller, or Todd, yeah, right, Todd. Kevin Muller.
Yeah.
On that 52-yard burst.
Yeah, Kevin Muller's been an absolute bonus. I mean, just a sophomore Spike, and just being right out there, and he showed good hands as a tight end, catching some passes in earlier games, and on that play, real good, intelligent running. I mean, that play, you know, they were banging around back there, and he's going to look horrible on the film, but he kept his composure, kept his feet, and took her to the goal line. What a run!
Ooh. After the fact, by the time you see this, but Evergreen knocks off Archibald. Now kickoff taken there on the 18-yard line. Return straight ahead, and hit and drop on the first hit. Nate Bear again, number 74. We hear Nate Bear's name every week on special teams.
Number 3 also, Nate Zeiter.
Yep.
Piece of
Now with 3:34 to go, the complexion of the game certainly has changed. Jim, it has been one big play right after another, just like we thought before the game started. Patrick Henry now needs two touchdowns to tie. Flick, straight drop back. He's got time. Lost it out there. And tipped in the air, and I don't know. The referee's going to rule it hits the ground.
Not going to let him have it.
Boy, was that close. Not sure who that was.
You know, it's going to be difficult for Patrick Henry to mount this last-ditch passing effort here because Tigers know they're going to pass, and they've got that plenty of defensive backs back there, so we've got them covered, Spike.
Oh, man. Yeah, the passing game hasn't really been their strong point tonight. Not at all. Now straight drop back again. Good pass rush there. Ball lofted out there. Caught and then dropped. Now they're going to rule it a completion. Yeah, that was close, Jim. He may have had it just long enough. Now Patrick Henry strikes quick. They've got the ball down to Liberty Center's 44-yard line. And Jim, in a game like this, PH only down 12. 2 touchdowns and just one good kick, and Liberty Center's cold.
Yeah, a completed pass doesn't take long, Spike. They've got fleet-footed receivers, and if they connect, you're absolutely right. There's a lot of time left, a lot of football to be played.
Oh, yeah. Now Patrick Henry to the left side of the field, wide out to the right. The quick slob out there to the back, coming out of the backfield. Babcock rustles him down there with a little bit of help from Strayer and Simbola. 3:07 to go. Patrick Henry picks up about 7 on the play. Second down and about 3. Ball on inside the 40 down to the 37.
Keep in mind, Patrick Henry's burned some timeouts already, Spike.
That very good point, Jim. Patrick Henry, from their standpoint, needs to score and score quick. Clock running, 2:47 to go. Straight drop back, good pass rush there, hit and dropped in the backfield. Sagarino! Uh-oh.
Marker. Oh, was it a marker?
Who got that? Who got the sack?
Strayer.
Strayer did. Ryan Strayer from his linebacker spot.
No
You know, they save a blitz from our linebackers, just to use if and when they feel like it. And Ryan Strader had his number called, and I don't know if he came unabated or not, but he sure got there in a hurry.
Well, it was a delayed blitz, actually, Jim. All right, 3rd down and 10 now, loss of 7 on the play. Here's a draw play to Westhoven. He's got running room around the right side. Pursued by Babcock and hit and brought down after a short 4-yard gain. It'll be 4th down now, 1:56 to go. And Patrick Henry perhaps with their last breath of life here, facing a 4th and 7 yards. Patrick Henry can pull off a quick score. They've always got that chance of recovering the onside kick. Big play for Liberty here. Flick back to throw. Pass rush there. He gets it off. It's incomplete. Parasini there breaks up yet another pass play tonight. And Liberty Center takes over on downs. They lead it 32-20. And I think you can just about put this one in the bank, Jim.
Yeah.
You know, this series started off, Patrick Henry leads it at this point 18-13, and they won 15 out of the first 17 meetings. But now Liberty Center has come roaring back since 1987. They've won 11 out of the last 14 games, and only 1 minute and 24 seconds separates them from adding to that streak. Overmeyer under center. He gives straight ahead to Westhoven. No, Overmeyer on a keeper. A little bit of shake and bake. And oh boy, I just assumed they'd give it straight ahead. Well, Tigers going for the juggler there. Overmeyer got outside, picked up 3 yards. Clock still running, that's the important thing. 32-20. Now, clock now under a minute. Tigers are going to be slow, coming to the line of scrimmage, taking their time, perhaps savoring a very sweet victory over bitter arch rival Patrick Henry, who has given their all tonight, but the Tigers had a little bit more. Here's the give straight ahead. Westhoven stays on his feet, battles his way for 9 big yards, all the way across midfield and down to Patrick Henry's 48-yard line. Clock stops momentarily while they set the chains. Clock will start on the official signal. There it goes. And the Tigers, I imagine, will have to run one more play. Tigers with another 1st down on Westhoven's burst there. Jim, what a huge victory for Liberty Center. That's going to put Liberty Center 4-0 overall, 3-0 in the NWAL. And coming up this Friday night, it'll be a huge one with Wauseon coming to town. They had a tight one tonight with Delta. Not sure the outcome there. Delta led 7-6. Okay, I got the word from Richie. Wauseon did win. Wauseon will come into the game also undefeated in the league. Boys, be ready for a good one. Wauseon supposedly it'll be the immovable object against the irresistible force. Wauseon's stellar defense against Liberty Center's grind them out rushing attack. Jim, one more time, what a great victory tonight for these young kids.
Oh, no question, Spike. This was football, high school football at its best, and this Liberty Center Tiger team of this class is finding a way to get it done week in and week out. The fans love them, and they're exciting, and they're just getting better and stronger at what they do. A tremendous victory for our Tigers.
Well, it just you just never know. After that first tight win over Tenora, some of the fans, thinking, oh man, we're looking at a 3-win season. Yeah. But all of a sudden, these young Tigers changing everybody's mind, everybody's tune, as they pull out a huge 32-20 victory over the Patrick Henry Patriots. So one more time for Jim Leatherman and Tom Atkinson on the camera, this is Old Spiker saying good night and good sports on TV5. One more time, Liberty Center 32, Patrick Henry 20.